What is up, YouTube? JC Games here, and today we're back with some more exploring Omori mysteries. Okay, so today's mystery actually comes from a comment that was in the Omori anniversary video. It says, here's an Omori mystery to work on. This is today's mystery. Did Aubrey's father leave because her wife was beginning to be violent with alcohol, or did Aubrey's mother become alcoholic because her husband left the house? There's a few typos in there, but we understand it. We understand it. So basically, we're gonna explore: did Aubrey's mom become an alcoholic because the dad left, or was she already alcoholic and did the dad leave because of that? All right. So our first piece of evidence is number one, that Sunny and his friends, Sunny, Kel, Hiro, Marie, everyone, they never went to Aubrey's house. Like, I think there's even a dialogue. I think it was Kel that said it. I can't remember, but they were like, they said they never ever went to the house. And also in the one part where Aubrey's like locked in her house, even the hooligans, they also didn't even want to go in the house. So the fact that her old and her new friends never wanted to go in the house shows that like there was problems in the house, obviously, because like no one ever wanted to go, or they never went, or Aubrey herself didn't want to go. So like either way, like it shows there's problems in the house. Now the thing is, so after the truth, Aubrey's mom is an alcoholic, right? But the fact that their friends never went before the truth happened shows that there were still problems before the truth happened. So I don't know if it's just normal family problems or like alcohol, but like, family problems probably cause alcohol use. I think is like, like they you use alcohol to get the pain away. But I'm trying to say there was problems before the truth happened, so you never know. Moving on to my next evidence. So in Final Duet, right, we see like how Sunny and Marie like met all of their friends, right? And when they meet Aubrey, they met her like crying on the sidewalk. So what I'm trying to say, she was on the sidewalk and crying and alone, right? So what this could be is like maybe there was like problems in the family, right? And she had to like get out of the house, and she was probably crying because like there's problems in the family. Like no kid wants to deal with that, and she just wanted to get out of the house and escape her problems, right? So this could show this was before the truth too. So there was problems in the family before the truth, because like she's crying and on the sidewalk alone. I don't think a kid usually doesn't cry on the sidewalk alone unless they like fell or something.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night I can feel my leg and my arm.
But we're gonna like assume, I'm theorizing, that there was problems in the family before the truth, and these kind of problems could cause like alcoholism and stuff. They could have both been alcoholics now that I think about it. But we're gonna alcoholism, yeah. Alright, so my next evidence is the fact that Aubrey was like always neglected, because like, so we see she was like crying alone and stuff, so like they were neglecting her feelings and I guess like her mental health. And not only that, but then after the truth happens, right, once she has like mental health problems again, and no one helps her deal with it because, well, I don't know, the parents are just neglecting her. Well, her mother was, and then she became how she was after the truth. So we see that Aubrey was neglected a lot, right, by her. We're gonna assume mostly by her mother, because the father's kind of not there. So what this could show is like, she's basically using alcohol as an escape for her problems, right? And or Aubrey's mother, not Aubrey, Aubrey's mother using alcohol. So like, she becomes an alcoholic, right? So then at that point she's probably like giving up on like everything, like giving up all of her problems. She doesn't care anymore, and as a result she doesn't care about Aubrey, and that's why she became what she like after the truth, how she became like that, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Okay, another thing is the fact that like Aubrey, so we saw at the beginning, she was like, the friends never went to her house, right? So like we see that we said like that could be like family problems. So another thing is probably she, like, hanging out with her friends was probably like escape for that problem, right? That was like her escapism, because she didn't want to deal with her family. Her family's problems were like, the parents So maybe she's like, instead of dealing with this, I'm just gonna go with my friends and then I can escape my problems. That way, I could be happy, mentally stable. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is, you know, the family has problems.
Why are we still here?
This is basically like re-saying the point at the beginning, but it's basically kind of adding on to it. So, like, the family has problems, and Aubrey is escaping by hanging out with her friends. So then there's these problems with their family over here, and yeah. And I guess the parents kind of have to deal with it with themselves too. It's like that kind of like makes their mental health bad. And you know, when mental health is bad, that could lead to alcohol use because you know you gotta find a way to escape your problems, and that's an unhealthy way of doing it. But maybe the parents result, you know, maybe the parents just decided to do that because they couldn't find any other way, or at least that's what they thought. They were like, this is my only escape. You know, people escape in different ways. So we've had our say on the mom, you know, right? There was probably family problems, you know. Aubrey was like, he never went to her house. Her mom neglected Aubrey and stuff. So like, we can assume that like the problems that were between the mother and the father probably like caused her to start using alcohol, right? And as a result of that, she like stopped caring, and that probably caused Aubrey's neglect and stuff. Is what I'm trying to say. So the dad. Well, we really don't know anything about him. He's like, no, he's not in the game. He's not anywhere. I don't think we ever. I think there's only like one picture of him ever, which was like way back when. I don't know. Probably not canon anymore, but it is there. Well, I'll probably put it right now. And well, we don't really know anything about him. But what I'm gonna assume is that he was probably just as bad as the mother. Because number one, I mean, there was problems between the family and stuff. So like, yeah, you know. There were problems, so they were probably arguing. They were both mad. They were both bad. So yeah, they were both bad parents. They both neglected Aubrey because, like, you know, at the beginning, when they met Aubrey, she was like crying and stuff. So you know, they both didn't really care about Aubrey. And then even after, and plus he left too. He left like Sunny's dad. Why are all the dads leaving except for Kel and Hero's dad? But anyway, other than that. We don't really have anything, but we can just assume the dad was just as bad as the mom because the dad kind of neglected Aubrey too, and he left, and you know, I guess he wasn't a good dad. So after all of this, I'm gonna say that. So what I'm gonna say, what I think happened is right. So Aubrey was neglected, and we saw there was like probably problems in the family, right? So what I'm gonna assume happened, what I'm gonna theorize what happened, right? So there was probably problems in the family at first, right? Which was why Aubrey was neglected, why they found her crying on the sidewalk and stuff. So there was problems between the two parents, right? And since we saw Aubrey's mom like being an alcoholic and stuff in the real world, I'm gonna assume is that these two, the mom and the dad had problems, and in order to escape or like find a distraction from the problems, the mother started using alcohol, and then she became an alcoholic. And then the father was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave, and the father left. So pretty much what I'm saying is the dad left because not only because she was an alcoholic, the mother's mom was an alcoholic, probably because of a whole bunch of other built up problems and stuff. But like her becoming an alcoholic was like the final straw. She's like, you know what, I'm gonna leave now. And then he left. And now Aubrey's dad and Sunny's dad are probably out there being friends, planting trees somewhere. But anyway, that's pretty much it for me for now. It was a bit of a messier video, not gonna lie, because we really don't have that much evidence on either of the parents. So it was a lot of me just thinking and theorizing it. But that's gonna be it for me. So I don't have anything to say anymore. So I'll see you guys next week.